Hello, welcome to this episode of ZooCraft. As promised, I'm going to name the camels from the last episode, and quickly because it's getting dark. This place is not lit up. What was I thinking? Oh my gosh, they're the cutest thing ever. This one is going to be Humphrey. This one is going to be Cleopatra. And our baby is going to be Churro. Isn't that the cutest thing? Okay, I'm going to leave them to their, I don't know, to their devices, to their new home, and I hope they absolutely love it. I gotta get out of here quickly, because it looks like there is a monster over there. And now, as promised, I'm also going to name the wolves. This one is going to be Wheezy, because he kind of sounds like he has asthma or some kind of trouble breathing. And this one is going to be Aspen, because we found them in the woods, and birch trees remind me of aspen trees. And I mean, it's a pretty name. Aspen is a cute name. So, Wheezy and Aspen. Now that we're over here, I just realized I need to take some of these down and replace them. I took all the villagers and put them in this hole so I could breed them up. So now we have... Whoa, we have a lot. We have a lot of these guys. Today, our plan is to make the houses for our villagers in the side of the mountain. As you can see, I started one right there. That one looks a little strange. I think I'm going to keep it because it took a long time, but it doesn't look great up close, so we're not going to look too closely at that. We just have a couple more. There's at least 4, I believe. They're going to be fairly similar with the stone brick base and the spruce logs, either as an accent or, as I'm doing now, as like a trim. I want all of them to not be the exact copies of each other, but to be relatively similar, just to keep the same, I don't know, I guess the same vibe, and so it feels cohesive, and that it feels like they're supposed to go together. Like, that one's going to stand... That's annoying. That one's going to stand out a little bit because it has the diorite and the calcite, and not a lot of them are going to have that unless it's in small amounts. I'm realizing that I also don't have dark oak, and I feel like that would pair well with the spruce, especially if I'm using stone bricks, and maybe I'll use some deep slate, maybe. So I think I need to go exploring and find some dark oak. I have returned, and I have all the dark oak I could ever want. I think that's pretty good for a start. I still need to do the inside and get a door on there and all that. But I think the outside, that's a pretty decent start. Now we're going to move up to that next one. I already started I need to figure out a path. I already started the outline a little bit to make it a lot easier. Okay, that's good for that general shape right there. I started making a staircase right here, but I don't like how it's stone because everything else is stone. So I'm gonna change that. So next I'm going to do this one. I'm a little stumped about how I want it to look though. So I'm gonna do what I did right there and put out a little... That looks interesting. That looks like they're both the same. That looks like they're connected. So I don't love that. So I might have to change some things. I am quite happy with this outline. It just needs some more details. And we have one more up here and then one right there. And then we'll be able to decorate and do the finishing details. It doesn't look amazing because it's very bland, and then you look inside and it's like, oh, it's flat. But we're so close. I should probably go trade with the villagers and mend up my tools. I'm liking the vibe so far. However, I'm probably going to have to change this one that I'm pointing at right here to maybe have some diorite and calcite to kind of incorporate that one and not make the one behind it look exactly the same and look like they're right on top of each other. Because they are right on top of each other, but they look connected. Honestly, I'm running out of ideas. This whole exercise has been very challenging. I don't often build just houses, and I'm realizing I'm not very good. It's kind of bland, but I feel like it's pretty good. It's not super distracting, and it has this little outdoor part that they'll be able to come through. I mean, when I put the doors in, I'm gonna put these thingies on, or maybe trap doors, something. I'm gonna put something above the door so they can't actually leave their house. And so for each different kind of villager, they'll be in one house. You know, like the librarian's in one, the blacksmith in the other, that kind of thing, to make it just way more simple. Okay, we have one more. And then we gotta do details, and then we gotta do the paths, and oh my goodness, so much to do. Okay, I'm liking this. There's obviously some of my little pillar things need to go away. I need to fill in that part. And I could put like a little waterfall over there, or something over there, or maybe another house right there. I'm not sure. But I've done all these so far, and I'm really liking it. I think it's coming together pretty good, pretty well. But I might have to do the interiors later, because that way I will determine what villagers go where, and I will move the villagers later as well, so that nobody has to sit through that torture. Well, except for me, I guess. And now it is time to get on with the main goal of the episode, which is adding our new animal, which is horses. Not only horses, but horses, donkeys, and mules. You can see over there, I've already built the stable that they are going to live in, but that is not the only addition we are going to have today. My horse and my mule have been with me in this series since the very beginning, so it only seems right to give them a proper home fairly early so that they don't have to stay tied up where they are. Like how Bonnie was just tied up in the headquarters, and how our mule is over at the tent. You can see these little stalls. I think they're super cute. It's a decent amount of space without being too cramped, and it has their cute little name on a sign. And I think it works really well, and I like the colors of it. So now we just got to get we just got to get a donkey, because we don't have a donkey right now. And we have to get a mule, our mule. And here is our Clyde. So we have Bonnie, Clyde, and Trigger. Now I think it's time to spruce this area up a little bit. It's time. Trigger, you are going... Oh, forgot you didn't have a saddle on. Trigger, you are going to help me test our brand new agility course, which is made of wood and looks a little silly. Now here's the thing. I don't know that much about horses. Or donkeys or mules or anything like that, for that matter. Horses, I don't know. So this may look a little strange to the trained or even the untrained eye. However, I do believe that I am the best for the job, because I have played Star Stables. And I was quite good when I was younger. I had many 100 hours in that game. on my old family MacBook. So now I suppose it is time to reignite those skills and put them to the test. Let's go! Woo! Okay, good. 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 Okay, that's okay. Jump. Oh, I forgot. You do not have the same jump as your mother. Okay, we're gonna skip that. Okay. Trigger cannot really jump. That's interesting. I totally just forgot about that. Yeah, no. Trigger cannot jump. I'm pretty sure Bonnie can jump pretty high. So we may have to lower... We may have to lower those. Okay. Now it's Clyde's time. You got this. I have a good feeling about this. Very nice. Very nice. And bob and weave. Very good. Can you jump? Oh! You got over the first one. You got over the first one. Very good. Very good, Clyde. That was excellent. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. That was very good. And now Bonnie. I'm pretty sure Bonnie can do the entire course. I don't know. I might need to fix that. That might have been a flaw in the design. Because Bonnie can jump kind of high. Oh, and she's fast. Okay. Okay, she's a little too fast. A little too fast for the bob and weave. Come on. Very nice. Very, very nice. That was good. That was good, Bonnie. Great job. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, now we have to move on to this part. This one's going to be a little bit more bland, but it'll probably look a little better, a little more complete than the wood structures over here. And here is the little track. It's nothing too crazy, but it fills the space a little bit more, and I spawned a tree in there, and there is a beehive that spawned on the tree just totally by accident. So there'll be bees flying in and out, which I think is pretty cool. And I started on this little boardwalk thingy that'll be connected to probably the ticket booth, and I'm thinking of wrapping it around the whole pond, and so then you can like look at the fish. And there's already squid spawning in here, so I'm thinking maybe I should name tag them and see if they will stay. And I think I finished the wall. Well, I finished like the main part of the wall. I still need the lights and other things, and I need to fill this space a little bit more. But I wanted to make sure that they couldn't escape in case I just dumped them in here. So I'm just letting them all run around a little bit. And I'm liking how this is turning out. I'm just gonna add like a couple finishing detail things and probably like AFK in the barn or something, or underground, and try to just make sure that they can't get out. There are a couple spots that I'm kind of iffy about, but I brought the sheep over from the little tent, and we are getting so full over here. I have to have over 40 cows, I think. So pretty soon I'm gonna want to send them out, and I'm wondering if I should name tag them and set them in the wild, so then when I find one, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's this cow. Oh gosh. Ow, ow, ow. Ow, ow, ow. I was AFK to farm earlier, so all the phantoms are dying to get a piece of this. I'm wondering if I should name tag them, and then they will, like, when I'll see them in like the wild, or if I see them, I'm like, oh my gosh, like you were one of my original cows on the barn or whatever. But yeah, it is getting so full over here, and I need to release all those cows that I murdered. Ooh. But we will. Okay. We will not be doing that today. I guess he could just be free. Like, why would I keep him there? Oh, he has a slime ball. I literally went looking for a slime ball. I spent forever in a swamp, like forever, because I got to a swamp and then it was a full moon. And then so then I had to wait a full like night cycle, then a day cycle, and then wait like until night to get slimes to spawn so I could have a single slime ball. It was so upsetting. I'm thinking of doing something a little differently. I just started posting shorts where that's how I pick what animal I'm going to build a little enclosure for next and who I'm going to add to the zoo next. But I'm wondering if I shouldn't make it a dispenser and like have it dispense up here or something. And then I can do it that way. And I could just name a ton of like pieces of paper or something. And then I could draw that. Then I could draw the animal in the actual world, and then I could have all these pieces of paper of the animals that I did, that I brought here. And you could like put the piece of paper next to an item frame or like a sign near the enclosure. Like if I drew camels, I put the piece of paper that says camels over by the camels. Just, just for fun, and you could put all the item frames over there. And eventually fill them up as you draw the animal. And I think I'm thinking I'm probably going to work on that, and it might be a good representation of how far I've come, and how far we have left, which is really cool. This episode is going to be a little bit shorter, different than all my other ones. I try to make them at least like 20 minutes because I like that amount of content. And it's not too overwhelming. I'm not doing too much at one time, but I'm also not doing too little. I'm still making enough progress. But this one's going to be a little shorter because I've been getting sick and it's just been a lot. So I need to catch up on my recording and editing and posting schedule a little bit. So this one's going to be shorter, and the next one might be a little bit as well because I want to get that filmed so that I can just rest and recuperate, and I still have to go to my real life job, and I still have to real life work and do real life school, and it's a lot sometimes, and I can recognize when I need a little bit of a break. So in the meantime, on the off chance that I get to play, I will be working on going to the end because that is the next goal. I think in the next 2 episodes, in 2 episodes we're going to the end. Maybe a little bit of a spoiler, although I think I only know one person who even watches to the end of these. Hi. Cut that. I'm not including it. Cut that. But yeah, maybe the beginning of the next episode we'll start by drawing an animal from a dispenser or something like that. So stay tuned. Shorts might be a little different, and if those don't do as well, or if it's a little weird, or even if I get any kind of feedback on it, I can switch back because the wheel of animals is easy. This is also easy. It just puts it into the game and gives a physical representation, like I already said. Thank you for watching. Please go check out the shorts that I've been putting out, and because they give you a little sneak peek. And make sure to come back next Sunday for our next animal. And I know what the animal is already because I'm preparing. So I'd love to see a guess. That'd be sick. Okay. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.